So we've got a Ravishing Designer, GM. Essia has hit GM already against manasurge. Is just he's got the Challenge Master Flare. Interesting choice. Good picks here.
To be honest, Challenge Master is quite impressive in my opinion.
Yeah. Not knocking it.
That emblem flex though, World Grand Prix. Pretty good. Anyways. Here we see first matchup. Oh, it's a Havencraft mirror.
Haven mirror off the get-go.
Not on my watch.
Okay.
Good leaders.
Well.
Alright.
Oh, there's Selena.
So walk me through keeps here.
If you have Selena, maybe you like throw the Hello Dogma and go for a high roll.
Full toss.
Whoa, full toss though. Oh,
Just
I'm not going for the high roll then.
Toss.
Yeah.
And Essia was going with full keep versus full toss. Let's go.
Essia has like an amazing curve. I don't know about Justin.
We love amazing curves around here.
Oh my god. Is Essia going to do the thing that Glow does? Take forever for their turn 1?
Just like, really think about it. Make sure you're not slamming right off the get-go.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Playing the Noah. And now spending the rest of his turn thinking about turn 2. Maybe.
Yeah. You play the great... Oh, immediate slam from Justin.
In complete stark contrast to the boom, done. Got it. This is turn 2.
Yeah, maybe he stuns Essia. Like Essia would be like, "Oh, I'm not used to this. He's slamming the cards." Well, there's the win con. Is it going to be a mirror play?
We had a little bit of variance on turn 1, but everything after that,
Unless you play the major players here, but I don't think you do.
I mean, you could trade first and then play the major prayers and then trade out the board to full clear.
True.
Like, both. So that is an option here. And we like full clears.
That's full clears and would like give you another amulet for your win cons and more cards in your hand, so that's pretty good.
It does do quite a few things.
Let's see what Essia does though. Fortune Fall. That piece called Arya is valuable. It's a valuable like. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's hovering on major.
He's hovering it.
I guess the consideration is like Biscuit Arya is such a strong amulet that maybe you want to play the Fortune's Fall just to get it right now. I'm not sure. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, because if you don't play the Fortune Fall now, are you playing it next turn or are you playing it on turn 5? Like, as it becomes later, it becomes harder to...
It becomes progressively bad.
Yeah.
Whereas major prayers can be kind of useful in later turns too.
Yeah. Going with the Fortune Fall. Valuing getting the Arya down now.
I mean, he has 3 amulets, so that's pretty good.
Alright, so Justin's got cards.
He has a 3 play point follower and a 1 play point amulet if he wants to do that. Maybe he will do that. But that'll burn 1 amulet.
Is that what you want to do? You could also just like play the unicorn if you wanted to. Just like have a 5/5.
5/5 per turn 4 is pretty good. Oh, not playing anything here. Okay.
Alright, just Noah pass. Alright.
Interesting. Valuing the heal on the unicorn, maybe.
And also maybe valuing just like reducing its cost further.
True.
Dogma on that beast called Arya.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Right, just fully pop off all of his amulets on this turn.
And get a 6/6.
Yeah, 6/6 Noah. Bunch of Storm.
Justin?
And if we look at Justin's hand, he doesn't have those same options to reduce the cost of all of his amulets. And he only runs 2 Selena, so the likelihood of him top decking it is not as good.
Well, that was a good pick off, I guess.
Yeah.
Justin, maybe you should have played that unicorn just to like Have tempo last turn
have a
then.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like have board, have tempo.
Yeah, because then you can like you could have traded like the unicorn to the 6/6 right now and like vengeful sniper that.
Every shot is a miracle.
And then like almost full clear. But because he done it like this, he's gonna leave up the 6/6. You think?
A painless death is the
Possibly,
mercy
just
I
like
can
clear off
afford you.
everything else. Maybe play the unicorn for some heal.
One shot, one
I don't
absolute.
think there's any other option, to be honest.
He could also just like be like, I don't respect your 6/6. I'm gonna play some other thing. That's not the heal thing.
That's true. Not
But no,
looking
that's not.
amazing. Not looking amazing for Justin right now. Not gonna lie.
Well, now that he's cleared out the majority of Essia's board, Essia's hand is kind of meh.
It's kind of
meh right
meh.
now.
I mean, he can like set up a bit of a board for Selena, I guess. But other than that,
But is he gonna have to trade the unicorn?
Mhm.
Like,
or maybe you just set up Selena and then evil face, like just disrespect, just completely disrespect Justin.
disrespect a 5/5. Just like you've got a 5/5, and you're gonna get some storm from that beast called Arya this turn. But I don't care. You're gonna be board locked, and like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, and you have like what, like
It's not
7
really
HP.
Ah.
If you're a betting man, you could do that. And then you play Grey Wings next turn.
If you would please look to your right.
Okay.
Like just a gray wing this turn, and we just go on face.
Oh my god, is this full face?
Evo face.
It's making me wild.
It's full face.
Right and wrong way
Full
to shall
face.
we? Observe. Any questions?
You only get my damage board next turn. That's not lethal. I don't care. Says Essia. And like
Also,
Essia
these
got
are
one.
6 HP, so you can't just trade in the unicorn. You have to use it as something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Board lock as well.
So like Revolver Eagle.
I think
Gray
it's over.
Yeah.
Cause Essia has a Grey Wing in his hand.
Yes. Yes, he does.
I'm in tip-top shape.
Yeah. All he's got to do is Revolver Eagle and that Gray Wing Featherfolk next turn, and
Do come again.
GG.
Yeah.
Not.
I think this was a good way to do it for Essia. Because Revolver into Grey Wing next turn is, I feel like, yeah, it's
As far as I can
a bit
go.
stronger. Wait, can you do that? Wait, you can also Revolver each of just major prayers, I think?
oh yeah, Revolver Major Praise. You don't have enough play points.
Yeah,
to
you don't have
Grey
to
Wing.
have enough.
Right,
You don't
right.
have enough fate points. But the major prayer
don't
should
know
still
what
be
I do.
lethal.
And I don't regard play points.
There's no wards in Justin's place right
Deck. Liar.
now. Yeah. Just passing here.
Finish him.
Well, there's Lena's. But yeah, not playing the major prayers earlier. Paying off here.
Walked into the wrong forest.
And I think this is the end of this game. Oh my god, this is so bad. Killing off a major prayers leader with a major... Okay, Mr. Meowskers. GT. Oh, that was the first match. Let me actually do the thing. Wait, it's not it, it's not it. This is not
Add
it.
the score.
The score. Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh,
I have so much more respect
That's what's
for
up,
the
man.
people behind Fantasy 4 streams. I have so much more respect. Anyways,
I love a turn 6 lethal. That was pretty Pepe Jam.
turn 6 lethal. Do you like turn 6 lethal or like turn 5 lethal?
I prefer turn 5 lethal, I'd say, but you know, turn 6 lethal is pretty good.
Oh, keeping up with the amulets against your favorite deck.
Our story.
Alright, here we go.
Not
Show him
on
who's
my
boss,
watch.
Essia. Show off my daughter and all of her wonderful
You can't be
skills.
biased.
What?
You're from
I can't.
don't. You can't be biased. The whole reason I got you here is because you're from a neutral team. What are you doing? You're ruining my plans.
I'm having fun. That's what I'm doing. An interesting full toss there. I think I would have considered keeping like the Fade Bolt Archer and the Retracing the Past because I like drawing cards. And that's one way of drawing cards. But he went for a full toss, maybe just trying to use that mulligan as an opportunity to draw into Arya there. Which I get.
Yeah, sometimes when you play the decks like this, like you don't draw Arya enough times to like go like, forget, I'm just gonna always full toss for Arya. But yeah, that was a weird card wise, yeah, I think like that was a decent hand that he tossed. But you also have an Alberta you can play here.
I would have always tossed the Shaman. I think that was a correct toss. It's just the other two that's like a question mark. But again, the thought process of just hard mulligan for Arya always because it's the easiest way to go about your life. Okay, just kind of going wide here with another Whisper, putting more fairies into the hand.
Interesting. What do you think of playing that instead of the Alberta this turn and setting that up?
I probably would have just played the Alberta or the Elf Queen again, just trying to draw into Arya. But
My blade is honored.
I like this too because it sets up going wide and it still goes face in a way. Because like, though he could have played like a fairy, wind fairy, fairy, wisp, something this turn, if he played Alberta last turn to like proc the Alberta this turn, like he could have done that, but that's using a lot of resources for
like 2 damage, maybe?
For like 2 damage.
Yeah.
And you can get 2 damage from 2 fairies being on the board. So, I kind of like it.
The consideration here, do you... See, because you don't have Arya in your hand, would you even consider, like, just wind fairying just for, like, stuff to draw with Windfall Fae later to combo?
No, I'd probably just play a fairy here if I was going to play anything. Just because you can play the wind fairy on the following turn with the Windfall Fae.
True.
And still do the same thing and still get the Wisp next turn. He's not even playing a fairy out here, he's just passing the turn.
Just passing. Combo piece is too important. Interesting here. What I'm worried about Justin right now is that he's not popping enough amulets, I feel like.
I mean,
so he's just going for board, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there is an Elf Queen in hand, which, because he kept an additional fairy last turn, does just like a little bit more damage this turn, which is probably like a consideration because you knew the Beast Call Arya was on the board.
This is a full clear if Essia trades.
Yeah.
Will he though? Oh, he's
I mean,
not.
you can always trade over with the Elf Queen.
And then go face.
Yeah. Now, or he could just trade it there. That works too. You can trade either time. That works fine.
Interesting hand here.
Yeah, I wonder if Essia values proccing Alberta or just going wide with the fairies. Because you can play the Wind Fairy and the Wisp to proc Alberta right here, right now, this turn.
Yeah,
and it looks like that's what he's doing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hand size also kind of big, so maybe that's a consideration. So at 13, with a 4/5 follower in turn 5.
I mean, the 4/5 is just gonna go away. Like, I don't think it's staying here. It's gonna get removed some way or another, I suspect.
Yeah, but the bad part...
If not, Justin, what are you doing?
The bad part about for Justin is that he has to spend resources to clear that 4/5 now.
I'm in tip-top shape.
And I feel like that's just like delaying his like amulet turns. Like, how many amulets has he popped already? Actually,
The Beast Call Arya, and he's gonna have that Unicorn Altar next turn, so 2.
that's not too great. Then again, Essia doesn't have the Arya yet either.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's doing amazing in the luck department either. But we'll see. This is his Windfall Fae turn. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah. Going with the Shamu. And then Wind Fairy bounce that Shamu. Yeah.
2 damage and starts drawing. There's another windfall Faye. Is that one you want to see?
Double Shamushana here, or is he gonna do something else?
Double Shamushama, okay. Oh, there's the Arya. There you go. Probably keeping the fairies
Because
now.
he's got that aura, he's probably gonna trade out one of those Shamushana now. And because he's played 6 cards previously, he gets the spell, so he's got a nice full hand.
This is a
So
pretty
he's got-
good first hand.
Yeah, he's got a good amount of 1 play point cards to play with the Windfall Fae. He's got Arya now.
Oh, that's
Better
kinda
late
lucky.
than never.
Okay, so
Sometimes I have
not
games where she's not my top 20 and it sucks.
No, this is the problem with Justin's deck, right? If you haven't popped enough amulets, like, your late game is not amazing. So what do you do here?
It's pretty sad.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Sorry? Does he have a secret plan here?
They've got some emotes going on. Yeah, I don't know what the game plan is here for Justin. I don't play that deck. It hasn't been going very well for him, so I don't know what to do with tight spots. Let it go alone, or I don't know what to do in a good hand with a good hand.
Removing
so
this.
in a tight spot like this, I don't know.
Removing this is easy. The problem is, like, how are you going to proc more amulets for your, like, stronger late games? He's looking at them. We're looking at Jadelant. Justin, your amulets that you've destroyed is like 2. So
That's 2.
this banishes 1 and deal and restore 3, which isn't terrible, but also for a 7 point card, it's kind of terrible. So
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't think he'll be dropping it on 6 at this rate, or on 7. I mean,
opting to just play the easy, like, I would say is the easy play, because he just straightforward drop this instead of, like, trying to, like, combo into a Shady Priest or something. Which is interesting. I would have, like, I'm not a competitive player, so it's probably bad, but I would have tried to, like, set up a bit more amulets and then just hope for, like, an amulet reducer or something.
well, I mean, I think it works with what he's got. Like, it immediately gives him
A
3
board,
and
yeah.
destroyed, and some board. Not having to use up an Evo point at this point.
Oh, his team member, Kyo, is saying in the chat, if Justin loses with Haven, Shira's going to do so in him. Well, he's already lost with
Feels so
Haven.
bad. Yeah, losing a parent because you were bad plays. I mean, it's like, if we're to compare this to my own match the other day, Justin is in the Chrysome shoes. But he's not at the Chrysome Pepega, so he's at least I don't know. Maybe he has been Pepega.
He's not playing Shadowverse while eating, like, a piece of chicken. So
We don't know that. We don't know that.
we don't know that yet.
We
True.
cannot confirm or deny the chicken that Justin may or may not be eating.
Justin, be honest, do you have a chicken? Okay. Stuff you can do here. I guess you can Shady Priest.
And then play another Shady Priest.
Yeah, that's about it. Because your 7 play point cards are not doing much this turn. Ooh, playing the Jadelant anyways.
Just going for it.
Oh, well. That did something. Okay.
It did something. It was a card that was played. What does X equal for
Wait.
my daughter?
I almost disagree with that. Okay, here's the X equals. Where's the X equals? Okay.
Host.
18. Oh, that's close.
18. Oh, it's there. He just has to trade the
Yeah,
wisp
sure,
and the 1 fairy, and he's got it. So
I kind of disagree with that, Justin, because I feel like if you played the Frigg, at least you pop a bit more amulets, and you still get the heal, and you can still trade for removal. So I'm not sure why he chose to play the Jadelant there.
over the Frigg, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree that it's question marks.
It's more heal too from the Frigg. It's 1 more heal. So I'm not sure what you're doing, Justin. But well, it's two.
That's what he's doing. Serene is actually disowning
Oh, the
Justin.
BM!
Fair. And that's why my daughter is amazing and wonderful. She goes face. I had a 19 attack Sekka earlier today because she's great. She goes face, she has infinite damage, and she evo, and that was lovely.
Okay, third match. Oh, wait.
Essia is just really like gunning for my bias here because he's going with a Vanya leader. So
He knows that you're casting.
he knew that I was casting. He knew that to get that caster blessing, he really need to play.
Okay. Good. Justin is not doing a Chrysome. Thank God. He's not doing a Chrysome.
He's switching decks. Oh, bless.
Ah, bless Justin.
All right, nice. I have no idea what the Evo Blood OTK Sword matchup looks like, but I will assume that it goes a little bit like this. If Sword reaches turn 8, they win. I think that's how I think it's gonna go.
Probably, yeah. Oh, there's the
So-
best turn too, I guess.
Are you prepared?
Hi, Ninja Dark. You knew that you knew this voice. Congratulations.
It's a pretty famous voice, if I do say so myself.
Is it? Aw. I'm glad it's known.
Oh, well, there's the Etta. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's the Ada. Just needs 2 Gito, 2 Albert. He's got 7 turns to get there. 6, couple turns.
Getting the Etta is pretty good because you can start working on that SA and SSA.
Well, you don't need the SSA. You just need the SA.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nice. It's nice.
It's nice, but it's not unnecessary. You just win on turn 8. And if you don't win on turn 8, you probably feel really sad.
A lot of my
Probably-
games against
probably
like
gonna lose.
OTK Sword is like they only do 15 damage, so I wouldn't know. I haven't actually been OTK'd.
No, I get OTK'd. If I let my third opponent get to turn 8, I lose. That's what happens to me. Imagine
Interesting.
not on turn 8.
Ooh, okay. Choosing to draw here. Do you play this too?
I mean, you can.
Okay.
Doing it. All right.
Just curving out here,
One
I
on
guess.
draw.
There's the Laura. Pretty good to have in it. I actually haven't, because I haven't played this deck, I don't know exactly how this card works. Can you explain it, Mama Jelly?
All right. So, on a turn when Avarice is procced, at the end of that turn, so like even if you draw Laura off of the card, like you draw a card off of some card like the 2-headed scorpion, and even if it's Laura, Avarice is now active on that turn, so she'll gain one of those effects at the end of the turn. She doesn't gain the effect until the end of the turn though, so you can't like proc Avarice and then get one of the effects. You have to wait until the next turn for her to have that. The
I
additional
see.
effect. And it does say at the bottom effects activated, so that lets you know how many you've got. And it will highlight in green whenever Avarice is active the effect that you'll be gaining that turn. So she'll be gaining Storm at the end of turn. She's got Storm now, and that's how it goes.
Okay.
So if he played it next turn, it would not free Evo, even if he procs Avarice. But it does have Storm.
I see. Cool.
Come forth, crimson flame.
Is this a fluffy
He'll
angel here?
probably- Yeah, just playing a Fluffy Angel. It's one of the followers that he's got.
That's true.
You don't play too many followers outside of your combo pieces.
Yeah, I don't really
so-
want to play your combo pieces too. Besides, it's like, oh, choosing to kill the 2/2 here. I guess that still takes 2 turns to come back, right? So I feel like that's fine. Does this only work on? Oh yeah, it only works on commander followers, so you can't exactly use it right now. I feel like.
Well, you can.
Oh wait.
But, like,
Oh.
he has Amelia, so he has.
I completely forgot. I remember the classic card that does it based on board, and my head went to that one instead of this one. I'm sorry, it's kind of late for me. Actually, it's not. It's like 9 p.m. I'm just stupid. Anyways, what do you think? What do you think STI is doing now?
I think he's either going to play Vela to proc the Avarice to get Laura the free Evo for next turn, or he's gonna play Combustion Demon just for like a good tempo play.
Yeah, you deny the heal too. So don't know how much that's relevant though.
It's not relevant. It's just a better tempo. And leaving a follower on the board, which is what he's doing here, which I can respect and admire. Respect and admire. Lamau.
Okay. Oh, all right there. All right then. Well, calm down.
Lamau. It's whatever.
Okay.
I'm just like saying words. I just woke up. I didn't just wake up, but you know, it's excuses.
I'm just trying to draw his combo pieces. He has one Geno and one Albert so far with Eta. How many of these cards do you need to OTK again? Remind me.
I mean, if you have 2 Geno, 2 Albert, you definitely have the OTK. That's the no-brainer. Exodia, 1 Eta, 2 Geno, 2 Albert. You got it. So if he gets 1 more of each.
1 more of each. What if he doesn't draw 1 more of each?
Then he's sad and bad. Bad and sad.
Well, empty board for Essia. What do you think he plays? Just set up the Laura, maybe? And play Ramiel to fill out curve, maybe? Or do you just tempo an area?
I like Walla Ramiel, but Tempo Nerea is good. Nerea's always good, so...
Yeah, even when she's not clearing board, she's also like, you know... she's like a 7-9, so pretty good.
How many times has Essia evoed?
We can see that. Once. That's interesting.
Check this out.
Interesting. Very interesting.
This deck is called Evo Blood, guys. A reminder.
It is.
Playing the Geno now.
Alright. Playing the Geno now.
Do not seek what is not.
And not just playing the Geno now, but playing it like decisively, just slamming it down.
Yeah, he just like slammed that. I don't know how I feel about that.
Just it?
I mean, he did ramp.
That's good. You can play the... I feel like he's not going for the OTK at this point.
Yeah. I mean, he has 8 play points next turn, so that's something.
That's an Ekta, I guess. Is the Ekta even active next turn? I don't think it is.
He's evoed twice, so no, it's not.
No, it's
I mean,
not.
if something sticks, then he's good. Good to go. But
Maybe
I don't know about that one. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
This is fine.
Like, because this just gets
fine.
removed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another Lara. Amazing.
Yeah. So it will have Drain at the end of this turn, and the other Laura has free Evo now.
Yes, all 3 now. Cool.
Yeah. So Amelia, probably just like Amelia, and then Evo play Gelt. That's the turn. Pompous summons probably as well.
Ooh, we draw the Etta. Okay.
And the
I will support the vanguard. Carry on.
Well, he's drawing cards.
he is drawing cards. Can't deny him that.
In order to like get the draw, he has to double trade into the 4/4 though.
Ooh, that Gelt. Drawing a Gelt off of the Pompous. Not what he wanted.
Not even sacking the Gelt. Interesting.
That was bad draw. Yeah.
It's a very bad draw. And he also...
Well, I didn't expect it to sack the Gelt. I think he did the right like value trades there, but...
He also drew another Etta.
Yeah, and like it was just bad draw off the Amelia, bad draw off the Pompous summons. Very yikes on this day.
The good thing about that hand is like it has some amount of survivability, so there's that. You trade here?
You don't want survivability. You want to win on turn 8, and it doesn't look like he's gonna win on turn 8.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So like I guess doing the best you can. Does Essia even trade here?
Yeah, does he? Maybe not.
He has 20 hit points, yeah.
Why did Justin use the Gino earlier? I'm just like really boggled. I have a
I
lot of
am also
emotions.
confused. Maybe if he had 3 Gino, maybe, but like, he had 1. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, like and he slammed it too. He didn't even like think about it. It was just
Yeah.
so quick.
It wasn't
I
like...
really would have thought about it on that turn and really conserved
Yeah,
it. Because
it
like now
wasn't... Now it's
he
like...
doesn't have Exodia, so like
Because even if you thought like, okay, I have to remove that like big ward with this Gino, at least you think about it for a bit, like, but no, he just slammed it. It's pretty cool,
he
pretty
just slammed
interesting.
it. And like he probably had other ways to like deal with it. Like he's had the Swings of Tomorrow the whole time. Like he probably could have played it on that turn. He could have like tried to do a 1-in-3 and like play for Digita and then like maybe Evo something, or he could have just played it for the draw.
Oh,
and, like,
now he...
still would've...
Now he burns a card next turn.
He burns a card, still doesn't have Exodia. Draws are
just...
bad and sad.
Let's revel in the
I mean, if you had whittled down the opponent's HP by now, I feel like you can still win, but like at this point, I'm not sure anymore what he's doing.
Yeah, just struggling. Are we at 5 Evos for that Resolve of the Fallen?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Wonderful, great. Probably just face with Allura? I'm not sure.
You can just
You can
play
also
the
just
two.
Nerea for good.
You can also just play the full cost 2-headed scorpion if you want to meme a bit.
I don't think that's where he's at, but he could. You're right, he could.
He could. Because to be honest, Justin, your hand kind of weird right now.
His hand is sad and bad.
The worst part is he's getting an officer draw here, and he already drew the guild, so... Well... like the commander draw, I mean. And he's already had...
he's gonna commander draw.
1 Albert, so...
Rest in peace. He could burn the Amelia, he could burn an Albert.
I feel like Amelia would be... Not an okay, but like, better than Albert to burn. Oh my god.
Oh no. I'm upset for Justin. Oh, he burned the Amelia, he burned a combustion demon. Like those are fine burns, but
Justin? You have 2 Etas. You can use those, I guess.
He could also just like play Albert if he wanted to. Like that's a thing he could do. It would remove the board. You go face for 6. Because it doesn't look like he's gonna OTK anytime soon.
That's true.
He could do things and stuff. Things and stuff.
He doesn't even... This isn't even the build with like other legendaries like Luminaria or something, right? This is just...
No.
This is
the
just
only
pure...
Swordcraft followers are Gelt, Amelia, Albert, Gino, and Ada.
Okay, here's some more
By
drop.
design.
Okay, there's the
is that a
Gino. Here's the Gino.
Alright.
Alright.
So, but there's Grimnir, so rest in peace.
Oh, there's Grimnir and a Seox. Not quite at SSA, but at SA. Is that lethal? That's 8.
Plus 3 is 11. Yeah, probably.
That's probably lethal.
Probably lethal.
I don't do math though, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's lethal.
Yeah,
that's
looks
lethal.
pretty lethal.
It's very much lethal.
Well then. What do you take from that, Momo Jelly?
What do I take from that?
He could have killed. He could have Etad. He could have Albert, but he decided to do that instead.
He decided to do that instead. So, I think one thing I want to say is, Essia and I both claimed to be washed up, but he and I both won our show matches 3-0. So that's I can say that I've got that in common with Tempostorm's Essia. So.
Okay, Shireen's in the chat saying Justin is disowned. Okay, well,
Yeah, that's fair. That was a pretty sad showing from Justin. Some questionable decisions. Can you like physically drag them in here so we can like see what's going through their brains? Is that where we can be?
it is possible. Let me actually do that. Move to.
Kidnap them. Oh,
Oh, we
Hello.
got migrated.
Hello.
Hey.
So, can you describe what just
How you
happened to
feeling?
Essia, Justin?
I'm sorry?
Can you just explain what happened, please?
Okay, so as Amulet, he had a significantly better turn 4 and was able to pop off, which is the only way you win that matchup going second. As Forest, he had his Sekka, and I drew no amulets in my amulet deck. And then as Sword, I just like drew the most awkward combination of cards anytime I drew cards.
Can
you explain what was going through your mind just a little bit when you slammed that Geno?
So, okay, I had to do that.
Yeah, there's an
because
explanation.
There's no other answer to the behemoth, and he knew that when he did that play.
I mean, you had that Wings of Tomorrow. You could have like rolled a 1 in 3. You could have
Oh, that's-
considered. You slammed it.
Because it was the easiest answer and allowed me to ramp and still develop and guarantee the clear and not just die in the following turn.
What do you think about that,
I
Essia?
understand.
What do you think about that? What was it like from your perspective? That
Saving the Geno wouldn't have won the game.
I mean, you probably saw from my perspective, I took like almost my entire turn to decide if I wanted to Evo or not, and which one I would do, and then I went for the behemoth because one, it looked cool. Two, yeah,
Okay.
I agree that no, but like reasonably, his only answer is Geno, which obviously really hurts because like you play one card, you one shot the behemoth, but it forces him to use a Geno, which makes it less likely he would have the OTK. And I mean, he had exactly Ramiel with that, which was pretty scary for me, I think. But if it's virtually anything other than Ramiel with the Geno, then I think that's a really good trade for me. And then I guess he just didn't have enough pieces for the OTK at the end. But I think, I think the flood beam of Evo was correct, and I think his answer was also correct. And I can totally understand slamming it because it's super satisfying.
I was thinking the same thing about his pre-evo. I would have done the exact same thing because it plays around Amelia the best.
Yes, and I knew you had Amelia already because of the decisive strike dealing 4 damage, so I knew it was in hand.
oh my god.
I wasn't sure about playing that Decisive Strike either, but I was thinking that I needed hand space because I had 2 on wings and Amelia.
Interesting. That's actually quite a pro thing to do, Essia. That's one of the things that I would never have thought of to like.
It looks fancy. It's what matters the most.
But yeah, interesting. And then in the end, Justin, you had like some kind of not good officer draws in the end there.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate. The Amelia
It was
a draw and
Wait,
then
so-
the Pompous Summon draw. Just so sad. I felt for you.
So what were you missing for the OTK? Because you had like 2 turns.
I
to
only
it,
drew 1 Albert. I burned 1, which was kind of obvious just based off the way that I had way too many
yeah.
cards, like too many Gelts on board. And then I used a Geno and only drew 1 other Geno.
You had the Ita, right? The egg drop.
Yeah, I had the Yata from
Yeah,
my opening
okay.
hand. I think I like it was
Okay,
the first
makes
card I
sense.
drew.
Okay, interesting. So another 3-0.
Yeah, I feel like I cursed it by asking for it not to be a 3-0, so I'm sorry about that. Sorry for
Sorry guys. We speedrun.
Justin, at the very least, Justin, I'm so glad that you didn't do a Chrysome and lost all the games with one deck. I'm so glad you
Yeah,
didn't do
I had
that.
Yeah.
at least a different deck, at the very least.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
was
for
hoping
that.
for a Blood Mirror, but yeah. I think the Evo Blood Mirror is pretty interesting. There's a lot of
I think so,
weird
too.
interactions. But yeah, I mean, like the score is 3-0, but it didn't feel like he made any significant mistake or anything. It just didn't roll well, to be honest.
Yeah, that second game, I drew no amulets in my
the
amulet
games,
deck.
the games
I had
were
nothing to
interesting.
do.
I think the Amulet Mirror was
God.
maybe the most interesting. Some really
agree.
weird situations.
Essia was able to take advantage of the bad situation of going second in a mirror, and especially in a race matchup. So that was really well played.
What in the second
GG.
game with Havencraft? Can I just ask why you played the Javelin instead of like the Frag?
I was considering Sniper plus Shady Priest plus what else was in my hand at that time? Like setting up some amulets at that point, but I felt like it was a little bit too late. The Frag was only getting, I think, an altar and a fortune foul, which I suppose would have been better, but I felt like I needed to heal more at that point in time.
Wouldn't you heal
And it
if you
didn't matter.
healed?
He would have had lethal regardless.
That's true. I'm just like, when I saw that play, I was kind of confused, but okay. Okay, GG's.
I feel like the thing with Frag is like you're going to make a board, and that actually gives me more options to deal damage, right? Because I have
see.
more fairies
That's
to trade.
true.
That's true, that's true.
So yeah, I think Gentleman was fine though, but yeah, too little, too late.
Okay, well. Now the final question. Does this represent the current early meta? Or
I don't believe so.
I mean, for the forest deck, I spent like probably 70% of my climb to GM with it, so I'm pretty confident that it's good. That it's there to stay.
I think
Yeah.
it's the most popular force.
The other decks, I'll be honest, I don't think they are necessarily top tier, but like we didn't bring memes either. Like those decks are pretty good. Like I think they will see play for a while.
think
Is it
it's-
better than like Loxis and Black Dragon? Probably not, but who knows?
see, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Justin?
I was about to say, I think that the sword deck that I specifically brought that was played in a JCG yesterday, I think it can definitely be tweaked to be a little more consistent. And
Yeah.
I also just got really unlucky. But otherwise, I think the Amulet Haven deck is actually quite strong. And it definitely can pop up a bit. And the Evil Blood deck is pretty strong and also just very fun to play. So
Yep.
a big part of the decks I chose today were just decks that I was having fun with that are also competitive.
Okay, cool. Okay, very fun. Well, there's another 3-0 in the Showmatch series. So the record now is, I think, weirdly enough, the only matchup we had with where it wasn't two competitive players, it was a competitive player versus like he was in Joyverse is in a team, but I feel like he's like more on the content side. I think he's told me. Weirdly enough, that was the most competitive one on 3-2. And the other two, Essia versus Justin and Momo Jelly versus quote unquote nerfed Chrysome with 3-0. So interesting. Wow.
Very interesting.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Next time we'll have, I think, Suyu versus Abe, if I'm not mistaken.
I wonder who's gonna 3-0 in that one.
Throwing shade.
To be fair, I asked Suyu who he wanted to play, and he said, "Oh, Abe." And so this time I'm not picking the opponent. He's the one who picked the opponent.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
Is it time for us to show?
Yeah, it's time for each show.
All right, follow me on Twitter at the Momo Jelly. Follow me on Twitch also at the Momo Jelly. You can
The
even
Momo
follow me
Jelly.
on Instagram if you miss my real face, because that's there sometimes. So do those things. Also, I run a team. We've got Dawnbreakers. We've got a Twitter. Follow those things. Watch the things that I do.
Cool.
I'm a VTuber now.
You are a VTuber now. Okay, Essia, how about you?
Well, you are.
You have anything to show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have anything to show?
Yeah, I'm not very good at shitting, but you can follow some of my deck lists and memes on Twitter, SV_Essia. And other than that, yeah, I hang out with Team Disaster. So yeah, you can come by and say hi on the Discord or in PM. That's fine.
Okay, cool. Justin?
Yeah. You can follow me at JustinSV6 on Twitter. but I don't post too much except for when I stream. I also stream on Twitch, same as my Discord name, Justin_SV. Follow me if you'd like. I'm gonna start streaming much more. I streamed a lot at the beginning of March, and then I slowed down a lot, and now I'm gonna start streaming a lot more again with the new format.
I enjoy your streams. I enjoy that you come into my streams. Thank you very much to backseat me. So anyways, yeah, everyone, good games all around. Thank you for coming. I'm really happy that you've made time to come early in the expansion today. Hope you had fun. Hope chat had fun. And yeah, we're just gonna raid someone and be done today.
Bye, chat. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks for
Well,
having
Essia
us.
can go to sleep.
It is very late for both of you, and early for Momo. Wait, how far is Momo and Justin actually?
We are in the same time zone.
Yeah. 10
Oh,
a.m.
cool. Oh, you know what? Earlier today, Ziggert got raided by Kryzo. Then he got raided by Igni, so let's raid him again.
No.
You have all the viewers.
Okay, goodbye, chat. See you next time. Bye bye.